So, Ustadha, I've seen something quite fantastic on Instagram, mashallah. I actually saw that there's this filter that comes up, subhanallah, and it has the name Atiiqah Suhaimi. And subhanallah, it seems like when you put what I saw, and I saw a few people doing it, mashallah, they put the phone on their head or something, and the ayah of the Qur'an comes, and either they have to finish the ayah or something. It's something to do with the Qur'an. It was the first time that I had seen anything to do with the Quran as an Instagram filter. So I was getting really excited, mashallah. So what is it? Because it seems like, did you create that filter, or is it something that you've been doing with your students? What is that Quran filter on Instagram?
All right. Before we continue, actually, I did receive a lot of inquiry asking me about the Quran app. So let me get this straight first. The Quran app cannot be downloaded. It is only to be used in Instagram. I need to explain to this first. About this first. So the Instagram story filter is supposed to only be used in Instagram story and has a limit of 1 minute with 15 seconds small interval break in between. So the Instagram story filter that I created, the first one that I create, I name it as Echo Reverb. So the function of this filter is to enhance the recorded voice of the user with some reverb and echo to give the user the feelings of having their own microphone and speaker, like as though they are reading it during Tarawih or something, so they can have the feel of it. I also created some other filters. For example, I created a filter that is for the user to continue the verse, which like a tahfiz or hafils. So if they put the phone or if they put a camera, and there will be like a plain board appear in at their forehead with a question of continue the verse. So I focus that on Juz Amma to encourage young kids to continue the verse, and at the same time encourage their followers to do the hafils. And in that filter also I include the reverb and echo so that they can, when you hear your voice in echo and reverb, it sounds nice and you want to keep doing it. Yeah. So actually, I come up with this idea late last year, because I was encouraging my students to practice their maqamat. At the same time, when they share their recitation at their Instagram, they can also encourage their classmates or their friends to also do the maqamat and maybe use the filter for reading Quran. But mashallah, never have I imagined that this Instagram filter actually will go global. Yeah,
Subhanallah.
Qadrallah, masha, alhamdulillah.
So is it something that I heard, and I don't know, you can tell us more, Ustada, but I heard that even Mufti Menk was mentioning about this. Is that true?
Yes, I'm not sure how did it goes there. But this happens during lockdown, and I believe that during lockdown, people tend to use social media more.
Yeah.
And I actually created this during December or November last
Oh,
year. It
subhanallah.
has been there, and I think that my filter was being used by mainly firstly in Singapore, and then I think it goes to Indonesia and Malaysia. I do not know how it goes to Mufti Menk. And what he did was, he used this as he used this for his recitation, and he gave an example of recitation using this Instagram filter, and he posted about it. And I believe that was in Ramadan, and he want to encourage people to keep using this filter because he wants to attend to the problem where people actually are focusing themselves in TikTok. So to avoid it, he actually start to encouraging using this Instagram filter to read Quran, to recite Quran, especially during Ramadan. And then that's how it goes viral.
Subhanallah.
Mashallah.
And that's the interesting thing we see about Muslim influencers as well. That I think a lot of people stay off social media because they say that is too much harm there. And then you've got mashallah, you've got other people like yourself, mashallah, who think of creative
Mashallah.
ways, mashallah, who think of creative ways to bring the deen to social media. And you know, subhanallah, it's such a fantastic idea. And when I saw it, and Jemana, you should check it out as well if you ever end up on Instagram. But subhanallah, it's so exciting. I'd never seen anything like that. And I'm sure for kids especially, have you had do you know how many engagements you've had with that app? Can you see how many people have used it?
Yes, I can see. I think it has already during the April when I checked after Mufti Menk posted at his post, it was already more than 10 million engagement from him, I think.
Subhanallah.
10
but I didn't.
Subhanallah, mashallah.
Mashallah,
That's
mashallah.
fantastic.
I have not been looking at it
Mashallah.
since then.
That's since April. Subhanallah.
That's since, yeah.
Wow,
So imagine
mashallah.
now.
Wow,
Mashallah.
mashallah. May Allah bless you
Fantastic,
and grant you
mashallah.
continued tawfiq, inshallah,
Allah.
to bring, you know, the deen to, you know,
Ameen.
not only to the youth, but to everybody who uses social media and to everybody who, you know, comes across your work. Subhanallah, may they be inspired. Mashallah. It's very unique. We don't see many. That's why I think people get confused and call it a Qur'an app, because
Yes.
it's a bit old school now. People know apps, but Instagram filters are the new way forward. Would you ever consider, Ustadha, doing something like a Qur'an app or some other more technological things?
I think that will take another 10 years because the Instagram filter they actually have a proper program to create the filter. So I know just a little bit about coding. So I try to create the apps just specifically to enhance the voice. But to create an app for Google Store and App Store is out of question. It is already not in my knowledge already. So that one maybe you can hire another person.
We have to petition. We have to petition Ustadha and get her some techies on her team, inshallah.
It has some tech backup to implement the ideas, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Alhamdulillah.